Hey guys, on today's Travel with Rick, we're going to New Zealand. We're taking you and this guy. It's going to be amazing. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm Rick Howard, and my job, I get to travel a lot. My favorite time of year is Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. This year, Food and Wine Festival celebrates its 20th anniversary and runs for 53 days from September 25th through November 16th. And each day in October, we'll be bringing you the sights, sounds, and tastes of each marketplace from Around World Showcase and now Future World. As my guests, I'll bring along some great friends and we'll make some new ones, because there's no better way to enjoy Epcot's Food and Wine Fest than with awesome food, good wine, and great friends. Welcome to Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival here on Travel with Rick.
When it's time to plan your next vacation, you need the experience of someone who can help you make the best decision for your vacation dollars. With over 18 years of experience, Kingdom Magic Vacations can help you plan your next trip to incredible destinations like Disney, Universal, cruises, and all-inclusive destinations. Our team of travel planners are with you every step of the way. All you have to do is relax and enjoy your vacation. We do all the work. Call 866-972-6244 or visit kingdommagic.com to start planning your vacation today.
Hey guys, glad you're here. Glad you're here.
Glad you're here.
I'm glad we're in New Zealand.
Yeah, me too. And I'm glad.
And we've got all these things laid out in front of us. John, this is one of my favorite booths every year, man.
Yeah, this is a great booth. It's a lot of fun. And the best thing about it this year for me is I get to eat it, not just film it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. The camera's running. So whoever's running it, the camera's running, and you're on this side, and this is in front of us, and we're all
It's
here.
going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
It's really going to be good.
Yep,
so
yep.
New Zealand, if you're following along your books, it's near Odyssey Center as, well, it used to be over on the other side of the world. So,
right.
You know, they're still where they were. I think they were over here last year. So this is a good thing. It's good to be here. And I'm glad there's meatballs.
Oh, the meatball looks amazing. I'm looking forward to the clam. Are there clams?
Mussels.
Mussels.
The green lip mussels.
Yeah,
we're going to rock those. And this is some venison. So since it's on my side of the table, I'm going to jump on that. This is a seared venison loin with wild mushroom marsala sauce.
Nice.
And a kumara dumpling. So that's this little thing right here.
Right.
And we've got some little mushrooms. So I think those are those little mushrooms, whatever they're called. Tataki mushrooms, is that right? Does that sound right?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Shiitake?
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to slam them or anything, but...
So you're starting off with Bambi.
Yeah, venison, baby, right there.
All right, I'm going to start off with these green lip mussels.
Look at that. You don't get this in the picture, so we've got a little pink rocking in that thing, almost like my shirt. You notice that?
Dude.
The green lip mussels?
Dude.
All right. That is our pairing right there.
Yeah.
The venison and this Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to...
That Pinot's good.
I can't get it off my fork, so I'm just going to try some more.
Go for it.
Go ahead. I was actually going to hand it over. Make it a little easier.
I didn't mean to reach. I apologize.
No, you're all good.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
You're all good. Isn't it good? Nice and tender, not gamey, not chewy.
That's
Chef
awesome.
Greg, dude, you rocked that. Your
Yeah.
team got that one right, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. I like venison. I've my dad hunted. He didn't always bring a deer home.
Huh?
But venison is so good.
Oh yeah, man. Well, my family are big hunters in my family as well. I'm not, but there's big hunters in my family, so you know they always bring deers home like that. It's always venison. It's somebody's thing. So totally rocks. All right.
So have you tried the meatball yet?
I have not. I'm going in for the first time, man. Feels just like the first time here, Johnny.
It's foreigner playing?
I don't think I've ever called you Johnny before.
No, not that I can remember.
Anyway, you can tell it's getting late in the day, you know.
Right.
Sun's going down, you know. Some wine's been around.
It's been warm. Oh man.
I'm done. That is so good.
Drops the mic, walks away. Man.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So what he's experiencing now is lamb meatball heavenliness. The flavor unbelievable. It's chewy, cooked perfectly.
Yeah, the tomato chutney is just great. I mean, it's full of flavor. As John said, the lamb meatball consistency is just right on it. Full of flavor, tender, and they don't really mention what the bread is. It's back in the little cup thing. I don't know how to describe it to you any different than that, but it's like a little bread bowl
Right.
with it's loaded up with lamb goodness in there.
Oh man, this is so good. This is one that they've played with a little bit. They've taken some license over the years, but putting it back in that bread bowl, that chutney, it's just perfect. So
yeah. It's been a little slider before. I think it's always been here in some form, the lamb meatball, but it's been a slider on a little, a little bread slider.
Right.
It's been in the bowl a few times before, but however they do it, I just love the lamb goodness there, man.
And what's cool is New Zealand is such a unique place. Tom Jackson has filmed, Peter Jackson has filmed all the, the Lord of the Rings trilogy was filmed down there, the Hobbit trilogy was filmed there. It's just a beautiful country. And they're so unique, their culture's different. This marketplace does not feature a traditional chicken or fish or beef. They feature venison and lamb and mussels.
And some of these mussels.
Oh
I'm gonna try this green lip mussel here now myself. So this is a steamed green lip mussel with garlic butter and toasted breadcrumbs.
It's so good.
Leslie loves this. This is one of her favorite dishes. Mussels like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful like this. She said it was, and I don't doubt that it is.
Right.
Mussels, when you do them in like a bowl of broth with some bread crostini stuff in there, that's a great way to do your mussels as well. These toasted like this, okay, in a sec. Oh yeah, baby.
TheBomb.com.
That's your ticket too, yeah. Absolutely. That's good stuff.
That is so good. This is such a great marketplace. I had no idea how good this marketplace was. That's good. Now coming off of the other day when we had the lamb shank, and the flavor was enhanced with the different, like the mint pesto.
Right on.
This is full-on lamb goodness.
For sure.
This just, screams lamb in a good way.
So we have 3 mussels in there. What do you do when you have 2 big guys and 3 mussels?
I think you should have that mussel.
No, you say to your friend, please,
Oh,
have that mussel.
thank you, my friend. I will gladly take it. And you can have everything else. 'Cause I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm good. I got a good piece of meatball right there. It's not hashtag meat and tooth form, but
We haven't said that all year yet.
I know. No hot dogs yet.
It's coming, though.
There is a kimchi dog just across the bridge. Just around the river bend. We never sing on Travel with Rick. We've been singing more this year, you notice?
It's a good year for songs.
All right, you got the mussel. I'm gonna taste the Pinot Noir.
Absolutely, you should.
So this is a good Pinot Noir. Now, usually they have been having the Kim Crawford Pinot Noir.
All right.
So this year we have a Nobilio Icon Pinot Noir. And I gotta say, it's really good. And I'm loving what they're doing with their red wines this year, except what they did over there in cheese when we did that one. Their Cabernet Sauvignon, they actually had it sitting out. They are chilling their red wines this year. Don't freak out. It's okay to chill red wine, And it's okay to let your white wine sit out for a little while, because sometimes your white wine, if you leave it in the fridge or if you leave it in your cooler, it's gonna get too cold and it's gonna close up on you. All right? And so many people think that red wine has to be served at room temperature. Room temperature out here today is 93, guys.
Right.
We don't want red wine at 93. So
No.
we've chilled it down a little bit, and I'm so glad they've done that. As we let it sit out just a little bit here while we're getting ready to film, this is just perfect now.
Right.
Even out here on a hot day like this, it's working. So
Absolutely. And did you mention the other 2 Kim Crawfords that they have available?
they have the Pinot Gris and the Chardonnay, the unoaked Chardonnay, which we had last year. And so we're going to try those Kim Crawford for you because, as John knows, and as you probably know, one of my favorite wines. They do not have the Sauvignon Blanc, which is okay because I have 75 bottles at home in my fridge.
Just 75?
Not really. But
Oh, well.
I drank 2 yesterday. I'm kidding
Not by
about
himself.
that.
Not by himself.
I'm kidding about that too. But Really, I do have some. I always try to always have some King Crawford Sauvignon Blanc around the
Yeah,
house.
it's a good go-to wine.
One of my favorite wines in the summer. It is my favorite go-to white wine for sure. I love it. So
Absolutely.
We'll definitely check out that Pinot Gris. I've not had that one. I've had the unoaked Chardonnay, which I'm glad. Thank you, Kim, and Kim Crawford and Company for not oaking your Chardonnays, because that's one of my. You guys have often heard me say I don't really care for Chardonnays, and that's true. But one of the things that turns me off on Chardonnays is the oakiness that they try to infuse in it with the barrels.
Right.
And so I actually like it when they don't introduce all that oak there.
Right. And I would love to be able to speak to that, but you always teach me a lot about wine, and I've had some Chardonnays. I can't remember where we were. We had a Chardonnay, and I think we were at California Grill, and the server said you should try it,
Yep.
and you was like,
I remember that.
I don't know.
Yep, Joanna.
And he came to the table, and we both had a hit off of it, and was like, holy cow.
And that's the thing. And I will say that to you, and there's a perfect example where I need to preach to myself about this, because we say things and we get these thought processes stuck in our heads, and then we get stuck where we are, right? That you only have red wine with steak, that you only have white wine with fish, that I don't like Chardonnays, that I don't like red wine, right? Because then as soon as you say it, one's going to come along and it's going to be different. Not all Chardonnays are created the same.
Right.
Some are oaky, some are buttery. Those are the ones that I don't particularly care for. But you take one that's unoaked, that's less buttery, that goes with a good piece of fish or a great lobster, that's the wine you should have. So what you should always do is never get stuck in a rut, never say I don't or I don't like, and try it, even though your mind may be telling you no. Give it a try. And that's the cool thing about this festival that we say year after year. That much wine at $3.50 or $4, you can afford to take a gamble on it, right?
Right. Yeah. And I was just thinking that as you were talking. If you are set in your ways, go ahead just for the time that you're at Epcot, let the magic infuse you, and just go around and try something new. And if you go to a marketplace, you try something and you don't like it, that's okay. Go to another marketplace and try something there. You might not like it, but you're going to put yourself out there, and you're going to try different things. You're going to experience some new tastes, and you may discover something that you've never tasted before that just blows your socks off.
Right. And like me, you'll have to say, yeah, I like Chardonnays pretty good.
Yeah.
So, what I can say is I'm not against all Chardonnays. There's just certain Chardonnays that I don't like. And so now I know when I sit down at a table and I go to order a wine, or if I look for a wine in my wine store or whatever, I can now describe what I don't like about Chardonnays, and that's okay. It's not that I don't like all Chardonnays. I don't care for the ones that are over oaked or very buttery, and I can find, or a wine steward or a sommelier or a wine store person can then direct you to the right one that you need, right?
Right, absolutely. And we've been talking about the passport, and another great way that this comes in handy, not only is it a great souvenir, not only is it a great memento and a memory keepsake, but the cool thing is when you go through the booths, the marketplaces actually list out exactly what you're having. So let's just say that that you were in Australia, or that you were in New Zealand, and you tried the red and you can't remember what it was. It'll tell you tried the Kim Crawford, or you tried the new Pinot. It'll tell you exactly what you had. So then when you go to your wine store or your liquor store, you can find it by name. You can look for them online. You can find out if there's a store in your area. So it's a great resource. Not only is it helpful around here, but it's helpful when you get home too.
Sure. And there's even apps for your iPhone, and if worst comes to worst, like I do, just put some notes in there and jot down the wines that you're having.
Right.
I use an app and take a photo of the wine. I use photos and keep actually a wine folder on my computer. I know I'm a wine geek, but that way you'll remember, and that way you'll know, and you can even make notes about it and kind of help you to develop your wine palate. And that's really what happens over time. The more wines you try, the more things you experience, the more foods that you eat with your wines, and you find what you like, then you begin to develop a library, if you will, of different wines and different tastes that you like. And that's what Food and Wine is all about. We say every year it's a food and wine festival. Well, then that's what you need to do. You need to experience your food with your wine with your food. Find what your palate lines up to and what you enjoy, and that's what counts. So if you like a red wine with a fish, have it, love it, enjoy it, and rock it, and be proud of it. And it's all good, right? Because that Pinot Noir right there, I tell you, that thing will go with almost anything. Went with everything here. Went with a venison, which eats like a steak, so that's kind of heavier. Went with a lamb meatball, a little bit lighter. It's got some red sauce in there, so that would be your Italian dishes that you might normally think of with a Chianti or something. Went pretty good, and it even went good with the mussels, the breadcrumbs, the spices and things that are in the breadcrumbs. Worked really well there.
Right.
So that's a good versatile wine. So there are middle of the road reds that'll go all kinds of directions.
Absolutely. So New Zealand, big plus, big thumbs up?
Big plus. Love everything there, but for me, the meatball rocked it. Love the venison, but I love that meatball.
I love the meatball too, but I gotta give it to the mussels. I think the mussels took me over the edge.
Right on. All right, good booth. So you explained that, right? You told them that it was a keepsake. You told them that they could keep track of what was going on. It'll guide them to the Eat to the Beat concert series. Has some good pictures of some swag and highlights some of the food. So we're totally digging that this year. You know, Disney goes to a great expense just to put these things together and make them available for everybody. I mean, think about it, you know, that's a big deal.
I grab about 4 every time I'm here, so.
Right. And we write all over them, and hey, we even plan out
our episodes.
We're gonna like pull back the curtain. That's how we plan out what we're doing at Food and Wine Festival right there. So we've got some more planning to do. Got some more booths to find. Marketplaces, I know. They're booths. They're cute. Marketplaces sound nice. But we've got some more stuff to do. We want you guys to come back all month long. We're going to be doing this. Hey, we're dedicated to be out here. We haven't mentioned our sponsor.
Brought to you with a lovely donation from KingdomMagicVacations.com.
Right. Thank you, Leslie. We really appreciate it. Check out KingdomMagic.com. There are your wonderfully educated, perfectly suited travel planners to help you plan that magical vacation to anywhere in the world, particularly Disney. That's what they do. Not only what they do, but if you got questions about Disney, they've got your answers. Check them out over at Kingdom Magic. They're ready to help you. So anything else?
No, man, let's go. Let's do some more fooding around here.
We got to run. We hope you'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be rocking some more food and wine. So cheers, everybody. See you tomorrow.